What's going on, everybody? My name is Roddy Reynolds, and I'm a sergeant in the United States military. Now, let me ask you a question. What do you look for when you're choosing a sport to partake in? Do you look for an opportunity, a healthy lifestyle, or even consider your life in the long run? Let me ask you another question. What sport do you think is better, football or mixed martial arts? Now, tonight we're going to be discussing how mixed martial arts is a superior sport than professional football. I'm going to explain how mixed martial arts has a wider array by comparison to football due to its diversity, due to football being minimally ranged, the difference of the lifestyles due to the work schedules and how they handle money matters, and the long-term health between the two. We're going to talk about injuries and the average lifespans. Now let's get to the first topic of how the mixed martial arts world is larger than football's. Mixed martial arts has a wider assortment compared to football's. Mixed martial arts is very diverse. Men and women of all shapes and sizes can participate at the professional level. Now, men and women each have weight classes to level out the competition. So it's fair, so you don't have a 200-pound guy going up against a 125-pound guy. That just wouldn't be fair. Now, in the Wall Street Journal, they state that over 5 countries have mixed martial arts at a professional level. And if you're looking to get out there and see the world, mixed martial arts is the way to go. So you have all these opportunities. Now, professional football is very minimally ranged. Professional football has a standard size for athletes in the pros, which leaves no room for the undersized and or incredibly oversized. So if you have Mr. 150-pounder out there, he just looks incredibly weird. He looks like an ant compared to the rest of the football players. There's no room for him in there. Now, there is no professional opportunities for women, and the Wall Street Journal states that there are very minimal professional opportunities outside of the country of North America. And it also says that only 3 countries have football at a professional sport. I mean, that doesn't leave you a lot of places to go if you don't make it in America. Now, with these opportunities come the way you live your life once you take the opportunity. Mixed martial arts is better in this sense also. Your lifestyle in mixed martial arts is better than professional football. First thing we're going to talk about is the work schedule. In the Journal of Athletic Training, this journalist Dampierre says that mixed martial artists only have events from 1 to 8 times a year. 1 to 8 times a year. You have plenty of time to travel, spend time with the family. You're good. Sponsorships are still bringing in some money. Now, when we go on the professional football athletes, they're working at a minimum of 8 months out of the year, training constantly. Week by week, they have games every week. It gets a little tedious. It starts to wear and tear on the body. Now, let's talk about the money matters. Now, while professional football athletes do earn a bigger paychecks, that is only true with the professional sport in America. Now, usually once their career is over from living this big, living large lifestyle, they're unable to maintain that because they're not bringing in as much money as they were when they were in the pros. So now that they've transitioned onto the life of the regulars, they can't handle it. And a lot of them end up broke, mismanaging their money. And when we talk about mixed martial artists, they get paid a good amount, healthy amount, to keep them down to earth. And usually a lot of them, when they get out of the business, they become entrepreneurs or just move on with themselves, as businessmen. Now, outside of the way you choose to live your life comes your health. Your long-term health is a big reason that mixed martial arts beats out pro football. Long-term health has drastically affected pro football and is yet to affect MMA. Now, Collins of the Combat Sports Journal, he states that when a mixed martial arts athlete gets injured, let's say they get injured in a fight, the fight is stopped. There's no more to that fight, so they can reduce further injury. Now, if they're injured while training, they're also still taking out of the fight, giving them plenty of time to heal. Now, when we talk about pro football athletes, when they get hurt during a game, a lot of the times what you see, if they're not completely knocked out of the game, the doctors will allow them to come back in, and that increases the risk of injury. I mean, they got to use some discretion here. Now, when they get injured in training or whatever, what happens? They try to play in the games and play through the injuries. And that's going to tarnish your life over time. I mean, they don't think about it because they want to get out there and they want to keep making those big bucks, but over lifetime, it adversely affects you. Which leads me to the next subject of your average lifespan. Now, the average lifespan of just a regular person globally is 78 years old. Think about that. 78 years old average life. Now, when we move that to pro football, it moves down to 58 years old. That is almost half your life that is gone because you were a professional football player. And when we talk about mixed martial artists are sitting just below average at about 76. The choice is easy here. You see this. Professional football, mixed martial artists, average person. It's insanity to me. But alright, so we're going to wrap this up. And today we talked about how mixed martial arts is a superior choice than professional football. Mixed martial arts is a lot more diverse. Mixed martial arts leads a lot better lifestyle than pro football. And your long-term health isn't drastically affected due to the safety issues in the sport. Now, so what sport is the better choice? Clearly, the answer is mixed martial arts. It is the safest lifestyle-wise, health-wise, and there are much more opportunities in it for everybody. Thank y'all. Y'all have a nice day.